Previously, Nothram met Arif's sister at the spot. Alistra explained that she remembered their parents making a deal with an unknown entity when she was small, and that was where they got their power and riches from. She'd come to realize they needed to be stopped, and she had been looking for Arif for some time. Arif made plans to meet her sister again the next day, and then the group split up. Iridian and Zalar went to pick up the remaining magical item from Madame Elda, who was very, very happy to see Iridian. Meanwhile, Ceres and Gway met up with Poppy at the house Cal loaned them before setting out again to meet everyone at Greyskull Keep. Arian and Arif left the city to find Malaya. They explained that the group had no choice but to leave for the Abyss, and while Malaya understood, she made it clear that she was still going to the Feywild. Arif was able to convince her to meet with Alistra the next day. Once their solo trips were done, everyone met back up at Greyskull Keep. Ceres and Zalar explained to Valora, Poppy, Kima, and Sib most of what they had found out about Orcus and the Abyss. Valora then told them that she'd found a side entrance into the Abyss through Sigil, the City of Doors. Arif suggested that they bring Zero with them, and after a quick sending, he agreed to meet them in Amon that night. Valora wanted to leave at dawn the next day, but Arif was able to convince her to give them until dusk instead, so that she would have time to meet with her sister regarding Malaya. The others suggested that Iridian contact Shema to see if she wanted to come with them, and his awkward reaction led several of the others to realize something odd was up, although they didn't know exactly what. Then everyone went their own way. Iridian went to find a quiet place to cast Commune in order to get some information about the Feywild. As he finished, he was cornered by Valora, who told him that she didn't know why he was lying to the others and not telling them about Shema's death, but she wanted him to keep doing it so that they wouldn't be distracted. Meanwhile, Gway went to the spot to dance the night away. Arian asked Arif if she'd perhaps be willing to let Iridian do a ceremony for them before they left, one of the marriage variety. She said yes, and Iridian agreed to do it for them the next day, leaving a very happy Poppy plenty of time to decorate. Since they weren't getting married that night, Arian went to Gilmore's to buy some more healing potions, while Arif went to the Temple of the Raven Queen. While there, she spoke to Vax'ildan, who gave her Whisper and told her that the group could use the dagger for one fight. It would return to him after a minute of use. He wanted Nothram to have it when they went to try and save his daughter. Later that night, Arif tried to give Whisper to Ceres, but she refused it. Ceres told Arif that all she could do was stab things, but Arif had magic and was more powerful than she thought. She just needed to be smart about her abilities. Arif went to write a letter to her parents, while Ceres went to find Poppy in the hopes of tiring each other out so that they'd get a good night's orgasm. Oh, my mistake. I meant rest. A good night's rest. The next day, Zalar locked himself in his room to create a simulacrum of himself, while Arif hurried off to meet with her sister. The group spent most of the day preparing everything before, close to sundown, Iridian cast ceremony so that Arian and Arif were married. Then they prepared to hand a sigil. Valora, Poppy, Cal, Sib, all of Nothram, and 3 strangers, a human woman, a Kinku, and a tiefling. The Kinku, who was a druid, created a portal in a nearby tree, and the group found themselves in a thick forest. Valora led them to a white tree with a dark oval symbol in it and explained that it was the portal to the City of Doors, and they all stepped through. And that is where we left off.